Hey everyone, and welcome back to the KenkoVibe Podcast. I'm Ethan Reed, and I am so pumped for this deep dive because, let's be honest, who doesn't love to just crush their workouts?
That's right. I'm Grace Morgan, and we're tackling a question we get all the time. What is the best pre-workout supplement out there?
And trust me, we've done the research.
Yeah.
We're talking hours spent combing through reviews and articles and expert opinions, all to help you find that perfect pre-workout boost.
But before we jump into our top picks, let's define what we're even talking about. Pre-workout supplements are specifically designed to be taken before exercise to, well, enhance your workout.
Okay, unpack that a little for me. Enhanced how? Is it just about, more energy?
It can definitely be about energy, but think of it more broadly. These supplements usually contain a mix of ingredients like caffeine, creatine, beta-alanine, and other compounds that can improve your endurance, your focus, even those muscle pumps we all secretly love.
So not just about being jittery and hyped up,
Mhm.
but actually supporting your performance from multiple angles.
Exactly. And we've seen this market just explode in recent years. Back in 2021, the pre-workout industry was valued at over $15 billion, according to an article from Garage Gym Reviews.
15 billion. That's insane. But it shows just how many people are looking for that extra edge
Yeah,
in their workouts,
absolutely. And with so many options on the market, it can be overwhelming to know where to start.
which is where KenkoVibe comes in.
Yes.
We've narrowed it down to 11 top-rated pre-workouts, each catering to specific needs and goals.
We're breaking them down category by category so you can find the perfect fit for your workout style.
All right, I am ready to dive in. First up, let's talk about the best overall pick.
According to Fortune Recommends, that title goes to Transparent Labs, BULK. This pre-workout really stands out because of its clinically dosed ingredients.
Clinically dosed, meaning?
It means the amounts of each ingredient are backed by actual scientific studies, not just thrown in there for marketing hype, so you know you're getting a formula that's actually effective.
Okay, I'm liking that already. Evidence-based fitness.
Hmm.
What else is in this magic formula?
Here's what I find fascinating. It includes nootropics.
Nootropics.
Yeah.
Refresh my memory on what those are again.
Think of them as brain boosters. They're compounds that support cognitive function. Things like sharper focus, better memory, and even improved mood.
So you're not just getting a physical boost. You're getting that mental edge to push through tough sets and stay laser-focused on your goals. I like it. Tell me more about this Transparent Labs BULK. What about flavors?
They've got you covered with a whopping 12 flavors to choose from. And here's another plus. It's a clean formula with no artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners.
Okay, this is sounding pretty amazing. But I have to ask, is there anything about this pre-workout that's not so great?
Well, one thing to note is that it doesn't include creatine, which is a popular ingredient for muscle building. So if you're specifically looking to pack on serious muscle, you might need to supplement separately. Also, some users have reported slower shipping times, so that's something to keep in mind if you're eager to get your hands on it.
Got it. But even with those minor drawbacks, it sounds like a solid choice.
Definitely. And don't just take our word for it. Our own personal trainer tried out the blue raspberry flavor and was raving about the sustained energy without any nasty post-workout crash.
It's always a plus. No one wants to be bouncing off the walls only to crash and burn an hour later.
Exactly.
We also found a bunch of positive customer reviews on Amazon,
Oh, yeah.
highlighting the intense focus and drive this pre-workout provides. Sounds like a winner. Okay, Transparent Labs BULK. Definitely one to check out. But what about those guys who are looking for something tailored specifically for them?
Well, for the men in our audience, Fortune highlights Legion Athletics Pulse as their top pre-workout pick.
Okay, what makes this one stand out for the fellas?
One thing that caught my eye is that it comes in both caffeinated and non-caffeinated versions, so you have the flexibility to choose what suits your needs and tolerance.
Oh, that's a smart move. Not everyone wants to be wired before a workout, especially if you're hitting the gym late at night.
Exactly. And don't even get me started on the flavor options. They have a massive selection, 20 different flavors. And just like Transparent Labs, Legion Pulse is all natural, with no artificial dyes, flavors, or sweeteners.
Sounds pretty tempting. But with all these premium features, I'm guessing this one comes with a premium price tag.
You got it. It's a bit on the pricier side at $2.25 per serving. And there's been some discussion about one ingredient in particular, erythritol?
Wait, hold on. Erythritol. I've heard some things about that. Can you tell me more about the concerns?
Sure. Some sources have linked erythritol to potential blood clotting concerns. However, it's important to note that the research isn't conclusive on that, so it's more something to be aware of, not necessarily a deal breaker.
All right. Good to have all the information. Transparency is key. But speaking of deals, did our expert find this one lived up to the hype in terms of taste and effectiveness?
Well, our expert trainer gave it a bit of a mixed review, actually. While he agreed that it's effective, he wasn't a fan of the blue raspberry flavor. He found it a bit bitter with a strange aftertaste.
Well, you can't win them all. Taste is so subjective, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to something for those hardcore gym goers who need a serious kickstart. We're talking about the folks who thrive on intense workouts and need that extra boost to power through.
If that sounds like you, then NutriCost Extreme might be right up your alley. This one is definitely for those with a high caffeine tolerance because it packs a whopping 300 milligrams of caffeine per serving. That's like 3 cups of coffee in one scoop.
Whoa. Definitely not for the faint of heart. So this is for the people who basically mainline coffee before their workout.
Pretty much. But it's not just about the caffeine rush. It also includes 13 key ingredients, including those nootropics we talked about for enhanced focus. Plus, it's gluten-free, non-GMO, and vegetarian, making it a versatile option for different dietary needs.
Sounds pretty impressive. But with that much caffeine, I'm guessing there must be some downsides.
You're right. One thing to consider is that it does use artificial flavors and sweeteners, and while it boasts a long list of ingredients, some of them might be underdosed to keep the cost down.
All right, so maybe not the cleanest formula, but what about the price? It can't be cheap with all those ingredients, right?
Actually, that's where NutriCost Pre-X Extreme really shines. It's incredibly budget-friendly at just $1.10 per serving, so you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, especially if you need that high caffeine hit.
Wow, that's impressive. High stem and easy on the wallet. Now, that's a winning combo. But let's switch gears for a second. We've got some runners in our audience, right? Any pre-workout specifically designed for those who prefer to pound the pavement?
Absolutely. Fortune Recommends lists Gainful Pre-Workout as their top pick for running. This one is unique because it offers customizable caffeine and creatine content, so you can tailor it to your workout intensity.
Customizable. That's really cool. I bet that's a big plus for runners who need different levels of support depending on their training plan.
Exactly. Say you're training for a marathon where endurance is key. You might want their high-intensity plus creatine option. It packs 200 milligrams of caffeine, 5 grams of creatine, and BCAAs, which are great for supporting both energy and recovery.
Sounds like a solid choice for those long-distance runs. But are there any drawbacks to this one?
The main concern is that it hasn't undergone third-party testing. This means there's no independent verification of the quality or purity of the ingredients.
Ah, so a bit of a gamble there in terms of quality assurance. What about the price? How does it compare?
It's a bit above average at $1.86 per serving. Not the cheapest, but not the most expensive either. And with those customizable options, you're getting a product that you can truly tailor to your individual needs.
True. Okay, let's switch gears again. This one is for our listeners who are focused on weight management. Is there a pre-workout that can help with weight loss?
Now, before we get into specific products, it's crucial to understand that no pre-workout can magically melt away fat.
Right, no shortcuts to success.
Exactly. But some pre-workouts contain ingredients that, when combined with exercise, may support fat burning. And Transparent Labs Lean, highlighted by Fortune Recommends, is a good example of that.
Okay, so it's not a miracle cure, but it might give you a little extra boost in your weight loss journey. What are those potential fat-burning ingredients?
We're talking about things like acetyl L-carnitine, chromium picolinate, and zinc.
Yeah, break those down for me. How do those actually help with fat burning?
Acetyl L-carnitine plays a role in transporting fatty acids into your cell's mitochondria, where they can be burned for energy. Think of it as a shuttle service for fat. Chromium picolinate may help regulate blood sugar levels, which can reduce cravings and prevent those energy crashes that lead to overeating. And zinc is involved in various metabolic processes, including the breakdown of fats and carbohydrates.
Interesting. So it's about giving your body the tools it needs to utilize fat more efficiently. But this pre-workout still has those essential ingredients for energy and pumps, right?
Absolutely. You'll find things like citrulline malate in there, which can help you power through those tough workouts.
Fantastic. But with all these benefits, I'm sensing a butt coming. What's the catch with this one?
Well, some testers reported noticing floaties after mixing the powder, which isn't exactly the most appetizing thing. But hey, if it helps you reach your goals, a few floaties might be a small price to pay.
That's a good point. And it's great that Transparent Labs offers a full refund within 30 days if you're not satisfied.
They do.
And the price is right in line with your other pre-workout, BULK, at $1.67 per serving. All right, Transparent Labs Lean. Definitely one to consider if you're looking to shed a few pounds while crushing those workouts. But now let's talk budget. I know a lot of our listeners are looking for that sweet spot between affordability and effectiveness.
You read our minds. For the budget-conscious gym goer, we've got Jacked Factory Nitrosurge coming in at a super affordable $1 per serving for a single scoop.
$1. Seriously, that's practically unheard of in the world of pre-workouts. What's the catch?
Well, like Gainful, it isn't third-party tested, so the quality might be a bit of a question mark, and it does contain artificial sweeteners,
Oh.
which some people prefer to avoid.
All right, some potential drawbacks to consider, but still, $1 a serving is a pretty incredible deal. And did our testers find it effective?
Absolutely. One of our team members, Kate Meyer, loved the strawberry margarita flavor and reported a good energy boost without any of those tingles or itching that some pre-workouts can cause.
Okay, Jacked Factory Nitrosurge, a budget-friendly option that delivers. But now, let's shift gears and talk about something a little different. We've covered physical energy and endurance. But what about a pre-workout that's specifically designed to sharpen your mental game?
For those looking to optimize both their mind and body, we've got On It Alpha Brain. This pre-workout isn't just about physical energy, it's about maximizing your mental focus and clarity during those tough workouts.
I'm intrigued. Who's this one a good fit for?
This one is ideal for individuals who want to boost their mental performance alongside their physical training. Whether you're struggling with focus, finding it hard to stay in the zone, or just want to take your mental game to the next level, Alpha Brain might be your new best friend.
Interesting. And what ingredients are driving those cognitive benefits?
One standout ingredient is ashwagandha, which is known for its potential stress-reducing and mood-boosting effects. It's an adaptogen that can help your body cope with the demands of intense exercise.
Ashwagandha. I've been hearing a lot about that lately. But with all this focus on the mental side of things, does Alpha Brain deliver on the physical energy front as well?
Absolutely. It still contains those core pre-workout ingredients you'd expect, like beta-alanine and L-citrulline to support energy, endurance, and muscle pump.
Fantastic. But I'm guessing this high-tech, brain-boosting formula comes with a hefty price tag.
You guessed it. It's the priciest option we've covered so far, coming in at $3 per serving.
Okay, so a bit of an investment. But is it worth the splurge?
We had some Olympic weightlifters test it out, and they were really impressed. They reported enhanced focus and clarity during their training without feeling overly stimulated. It helped them stay present and really dialed in on their lifts.
Wow. That's a pretty powerful endorsement coming from Olympic athletes. All right, On It Alpha Brain, a premium option for those who want to optimize both their mind and body. But we haven't forgotten about our vegan listeners. Are there any plant-based pre-workouts that deliver? Absolutely. For those following a vegan lifestyle, we've got Promix Pre-Workout, which boasts all natural ingredients and is free of common allergens like gluten, dairy, soy, and GMOs.
Right, so it's ticking all the boxes in terms of clean, plant-based ingredients. But how does it actually perform in the gym? Does it deliver that pre-workout boost?
It does include a blend of beta-alanine, caffeine, and taurine, which can help with energy and endurance. However, the doses of some ingredients are lower compared to other pre-workouts we've discussed.
Okay, so maybe not the most potent formula.
Yeah.
But still a solid option for vegans who want a natural pre-workout boost. And price-wise, how does it stack up?
This is another super affordable option, coming in at just $1 hit or $7 per serving.
Wow, that's incredible. A clean, vegan-friendly pre-workout at a price that's hard to beat. But I'm guessing there has to be a catch somewhere. Well, some users did report feeling nauseous after taking it, so it might not agree with everyone's stomach. And as I mentioned, the lower doses of some ingredients might mean it's not as effective as some of the other more potent options out there.
Good points to consider. All right, we've covered a lot of ground here, but there's still one more category we need to address. What about pre-workouts for beginners?
For beginners, we recommend Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Pre-Workout. It's a well-known brand with a solid reputation for quality. This particular pre-workout has a relatively low caffeine content at 175 milligrams, which is a good starting point for those who are new to stimulants.
That makes sense. It's always best to ease into things,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to caffeine. What else makes this a good option for beginners?
One thing that sets it apart is that it includes 3 grams of creatine per serving,
Right.
which a lot of other pre-workouts lack, so you're getting that added boost for muscle building right from the start.
That's a great bonus. And I'm guessing Optimum Nutrition, being such a well-established brand, probably comes with a higher price tag.
Actually, this one is surprisingly budget-friendly at just $1.10 per serving.
Wow. Another winner in the affordability category. But are there any downsides to this seemingly perfect beginner pre-workout?
Well, it does contain artificial dyes, sweeteners, and flavors, which some people prefer to avoid. And like some of the other budget-friendly options, some of the ingredients are underdosed, but overall it's a good, reliable choice for those just starting out.
Excellent. Okay, that covers our top picks for beginners, but we've got one last pre-workout to cover in this segment. And this one is for our listeners who prioritize taste above all else.
Ah, you're talking about PRE-JYM, right? This one gets rave reviews for its delicious flavors, and it also packs a punch with 13 active ingredients, including both BCAAs and creatine, which is a pretty unique combination.
Hold on. BCAAs and creatine in one pre-workout. That's impressive. And what about those flavors? Any standouts there?
One of our testers tried the pineapple strawberry flavor and said, and I quote, "If it didn't have so much caffeine, I would drink it on a beach."
Wow. That good, huh? But speaking of caffeine, how much are we talking about here?
It's on the higher end with 300 milligrams per serving, so it might not be suitable for everyone. And the price is a bit above average at $1.83 per serving. But for those who prioritize taste and want a pre-workout that delivers both on flavor and performance, PRE-JYM is definitely worth checking out.
All right. So we've just explored a whole range of pre-workout supplements for different needs and budgets. But we're not done yet.
That's right. In part 2, we're going to dive into some natural alternatives to pre-workout supplements. So stay tuned. Welcome back to the KenkoVibe Podcast.
We've covered some amazing pre-workout supplements. But before we move on, I want to remind everyone that there's a whole world of options out there.
That's right. What works best for one person might not be the right fit for another.
Exactly. So much of it comes down to your individual body, your goals, and even your taste preferences. But what about those of us who are looking for a more natural approach? Are there alternatives to those prepackaged supplements?
Absolutely. There are so many ways to get that pre-workout boost without relying on supplements. You might be surprised to find that some of these natural alternatives are already part of your daily routine.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. Let's start with the most obvious one. Caffeine. I mean, who doesn't love a good cup of coffee before hitting the gym?
Right. Caffeine is a classic pre-workout ingredient for a reason. It can boost energy, improve focus, and even enhance athletic performance. And the best part is, you don't need a fancy supplement to get your fix.
Exactly. A cup of coffee, a black tea, or even a little dark chocolate can do the trick. But what about our listeners who are sensitive to caffeine? Are there any stimulant-free options?
Definitely. One of my favorite natural pre-workout boosters is beetroot juice. It might sound a little strange, but trust me on this one.
Beetroot juice. That's not something I normally associate with a pre-workout boost. What's the science behind that?
Beetroot is packed with nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. Remember when we talked about citrulline supplements earlier?
Yeah, those were in some of the pre-workouts we discussed for those muscle pumps.
Exactly. Well, nitric oxide is the same compound that's boosted by citrulline. It helps to dilate your blood vessels, which improves blood flow and can lead to better performance, endurance, and yes, even those muscle pumps.
So beetroot juice is like a natural pump enhancer. I never knew that. Okay, beetroot juice is going on my shopping list. What other natural wonders are hiding in my kitchen?
Believe it or not, a simple banana can work wonders as a pre-workout snack. They're a fantastic source of carbohydrates, which provide your body with quick energy, and they also contain potassium, an electrolyte that's lost through sweat.
So a banana before a workout can help fuel my muscles and prevent those dreaded cramps. Sounds like a win-win to me. But what if I need something a bit more substantial before I hit the gym?
If you're looking for a pre-workout snack that's a bit more filling, try a small bowl of oatmeal with some berries and a sprinkle of nuts.
Okay, that sounds delicious. Ain't it nutritious? What makes that combo so effective?
Oatmeal is another excellent source of carbohydrates for sustained energy release, and the berries provide antioxidants and natural sugars for an extra boost. Adding nuts gives you a bit of healthy fat and protein, which can help keep you feeling full and satisfied longer.
So we've got options for caffeine lovers, stimulant avoiders, and those who need a quick bite before they sweat. But what about the mental game? Is there anything we can do to mentally prepare for a workout, aside from those nootropics you mentioned earlier?
Absolutely. One of the most powerful tools you have is your own mind. Taking a few minutes to visualize your workout, set your intentions, and get into the right headspace can make a world of difference.
You're talking about the power of positive thinking, right?
Exactly. Visualizing yourself successfully completing your workout, focusing on your goals, and even listening to some upbeat music can help you feel more motivated, confident, and ready to crush it.
I love that. It's not just about what we put into our bodies, but also how we prepare our minds. Okay, so we've got our physical and mental pre-workout game plan sorted. But what about recovery? What can we do after our workout to help our bodies bounce back?
Recovery is just as important as your pre-workout routine, if not more so. And just like with pre-workout prep, there are plenty of natural ways to support your body's healing process.
All right, let's hear them. What are your top tips for post-workout recovery?
First and foremost, hydration is key. Make sure you're properly replenishing those fluids lost through sweat. It's crucial for muscle recovery and overall health.
Water, our best friend, both before and after a workout. What else should we be focusing on?
Another key aspect of recovery is getting enough sleep. Sleep is when your body repairs muscle tissue, replenishes energy stores, and releases hormones that are essential for growth and recovery.
I'm a firm believer in the power of sleep. It's amazing how much better I feel after a good night's rest. But what if I'm feeling sore or stiff after a particularly tough workout? Is there anything we can do to ease those aches and pains?
For muscle soreness, a warm bath or a light stretching session can work wonders. Heat helps to relax muscles and increase blood flow, while stretching improves flexibility and range of motion.
Those are great tips. Are there any natural remedies we can turn to for those really sore muscles?
There are definitely some foods that can help fight inflammation and support muscle recovery. Tart cherry juice, ginger, and turmeric all have anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce soreness and speed up healing.
So we can literally eat our way to faster recovery.
Love that. Okay, we've covered pre-workout prep, natural alternatives, and even post-workout recovery. But before we wrap up this segment, there's something that's been on my mind.
What's that?
Well, we've talked a lot about the benefits of pre-workout supplements
Yeah.
and even some natural alternatives, but are there any potential risks or downsides we should be aware of?
That's a great question. It's important to remember that even natural substances can have side effects, especially if they're consumed in excess.
Right. Moderation is key. But what are some specific risks associated with pre-workout supplements? One of the most common side effects we see is caffeine sensitivity. Too much caffeine can lead to jitters, anxiety, insomnia, and even heart palpitations. So it's super important to start with a low dose and gradually increase it as needed, paying attention to how your body responds.
So know your limits when it comes to caffeine. What other red flags should we be looking out for?
Another concern is the potential for contamination or inaccurate labeling in pre-workout supplements. The supplement industry isn't as tightly regulated as the food and drug industry, so it's crucial to choose products from reputable brands that have been third-party tested for purity and potency.
That's a really good point. We don't want to be ingesting something harmful or wasting money on a product that doesn't deliver on its promises. So third-party testing is definitely something to look for.
Absolutely. And it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian before starting any new supplement regimen, especially if you have any underlying health conditions or are taking any medication.
Great advice. It's always better to err on the side of caution. So, to sum it all up, pre-workout supplements can offer some amazing benefits. But it's crucial to choose wisely, listen to your body, and prioritize natural alternatives whenever possible.
And never underestimate the power of your own mind. Mental preparation and positive self-talk can be just as effective as any supplement.
Couldn't agree more. Now, before we jump into our final segment, where we'll be taking a closer look at the bigger picture of health and fitness, let's take a quick moment to thank our sponsors. Welcome back to KenkoVibe. We've covered a ton of ground on pre-workout supplements, but let's zoom out for a minute and look at the big picture.
That's a great point. At the end of the day, these supplements are tools to enhance our workouts, not magic solutions.
Exactly. So let's talk about the things that really matter, the foundations of a truly healthy and fit lifestyle.
Well, you can't talk about fitness without talking about nutrition. It's crucial to fuel your body with the right nutrients, even if you're using the best pre-workout in the world.
I'm all ears. What does proper nutrition for someone who's active actually look like?
Think balance. Getting enough protein for muscle growth and repair is key. Then there are complex carbohydrates for sustained energy and healthy fats for overall well-being. And let's not forget those fruits and veggies packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants.
Sounds like a delicious way to power up. But of course, nutrition isn't the whole story. Regular exercise is essential, right?
Absolutely. Whether you're hitting the weights, going for a run, or taking a fitness class, consistent exercise builds strength, endurance, and overall fitness.
I bet different types of exercise can benefit from different types of pre-workout too.
You're right. If you're lifting heavy, you might want a pre-workout focused on strength and power. But if you're going for a long run, you'll need something that supports endurance and hydration. It's all about matching your pre-workout to your workout goals.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've got nutrition and exercise, a classic power couple. But there's another crucial element we haven't mentioned yet, and it's one that's often overlooked in our busy lives.
You're talking about sleep, aren't you?
You know it. Sleep is like hitting the reset button for our bodies. It's when muscles repair, energy stores replenish, and our hormones rebalance. But how many of us are truly prioritizing those 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep?
It's a real challenge in today's world, but it's essential for both physical and mental health. When we're sleep deprived, our workouts suffer, our energy dips, and we're more prone to injury and illness.
It's like expecting your phone to function on 1% battery. It just won't work. We need to prioritize sleep just as much as we prioritize our workouts and nutrition.
Exactly. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. Think of sleep as the ultimate recovery tool.
So we've got the holy trinity of a healthy lifestyle. Nutrition, exercise, and sleep. And here's the takeaway for our listeners. Even the most amazing pre-workout supplement can't replace these foundational elements.
Absolutely. Supplements are tools to enhance your workouts, not replacements for a healthy lifestyle. They work best when they're part of a bigger picture.
It's about creating a sustainable, healthy lifestyle, not chasing quick fixes or relying on supplements to do all the work.
And remember, it's a journey, not a sprint. There will be good days and bad days. But as long as you're consistent, prioritize the fundamentals and listen to your body, you'll make incredible progress.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Before we sign off, we'd love to hear from you. We've shared our take on pre-workouts, but what about yours?
Head over to our KenkoVibe social media pages and let us know. What's your go-to pre-workout routine? Have you tried any supplements or natural boosters? What works best for you?
We love learning from our listeners and building a community
Yeah.
where we can share tips, support each other, and stay motivated on this journey to better health.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of pre-workout supplements.
And until next time, stay healthy, stay motivated, and keep those vibes high.